Hello and welcome to Tutorial 9 at the Doane College Recording Studio. My name is Spencer Gregg and today's tutorial is over importing. Importing is great for bringing in things like backing tracks or sound samples such as drums or claps that you just can't seem to make sound right on your own. A word of caution, however, you need to be careful on what you put into your music because sometimes things like song backing tracks that have been on the radio can be illegal to 1, download, and 2, put into your own songs. So use caution when you're deciding what you put into your music and make sure if you do put somebody else's work in that you have full permission. Unless you have rights by the artist who created the song, I would advise against using other people's beats. Besides, it's way more fun and much more creative to make your own. One thing that I use importing for often is bringing in drums or claps. And you're in luck in the studio because we have a wide variety of free, uncopyrighted samples for you to choose from, ranging from 808 bass hits, some FX, drums, claps, and many other great sounds. So to import a sound clip, you can either go to File, then Import an Audio, or you can use the shortcut, which I find much easier. The shortcut is Command-Shift-I, which I would advise you to use. It's much faster and much easier. So go ahead and push Command-Shift-I to bring up the import pop-up. In order to get all the files to everyone's personal pages, we needed to file the samples in the Macintosh HD, aka the hard drive. So at top of the import pop-up, click the drop-down menu to select Macintosh HD. Right now it probably says Downloads. Go ahead and click that and click Macintosh HD. In the Macintosh HD, you will find a file by the name of Sound Samples. If you click this file, it pulls up a long list of other files that have many different sounds inside. Let's choose some drums to build a beat. Here, you can find cymbals, full kits, kicks, snares, and toms. Let's select a drum kick. I will choose Kick 1 SP. You can go through the kits to find the one that you desire. There are upwards of 100 different kick drums that you will find in the samples. Don't settle for one that isn't your favorite. Find one that suits the song perfectly. Since I chose this kick, you can see at the bottom left it says Clips in Current File. Here you will push either Add or Convert, depending if you need to change the bit depth and sample rate to fit your song. You can see all of this information above the Clips in Current File. Also, if you look right, you can see the message Kick 1 SP Wave can be added directly to the current session, but it will play back at the wrong speed. I want the playback to be exactly like I heard it, so I'm going to choose to click Convert so it plays back exactly like I want it. This will convert the bit depth and sample rate to match your Pro Tools session setup that you're currently using. Now I want to select a good snare sound so I can make a replication of a drum set. I will choose Snare 1 SP Wave for time's sake. Once again, I'll push Convert so it plays back according to my session. Now go ahead and push Done. This will bring up another pop-up asking where you want to save the files. The save destination for these samples should be in Audio Files under your Pro Tools session. If yours looks like this, click Open. Once again, another pop-up is brought forward. This one is the Audio Import Options pop-up, which asks where you want to put the file, in the project as a new track, or in the clip list to use later. It also asks where you want the clip to be placed. Let's just leave that at the start of the session for now. Click OK. As you can see, it placed 2 new tracks with each imported file in its own respective track. Let's rename those quick so we don't forget what their purposes are in the mix. Also, you can take this time to change the color of your track. This is so that you keep all of your instruments straight for later on in the process. For say, green being drums or red being strings. Let's choose green for the drums. Now we need to place them. This was explained in Tutorial 6, Shortcuts and Keystrokes. I will place the kick drum first on measure 2, beat 1, a little after the start of the session, so I have room to work with in case I want to add something later. Let's have a listen to the kick. Now, the snare will go on beat 3. Let's have a listen to that. And again, the kick will go on beat 1 of measure 3. If you do not remember copy, paste, and duplicate, go back to Tutorial 6 after this tutorial is completed to refresh your memory, and so you can try to build beats just like this. Now, just watch what I do as I build a small, simple beat with the kick and snare samples to this 100 beat per minute tempo that I set in tutorial 7. This is to show you how easy it is to use samples to make your song sound great. After just a minute of tampering with the kick and snare, we have a nice start to a beat. Let's listen to that quick. Another way to grab sound samples is to click and drag from a file. For instance, if you downloaded a song you want in your song onto the computer, you may possibly find it in the downloads at the bottom of your computer screen here. Or, if you want to find the samples without going into the import page, you can look at the bottom of the screen to find the sound samples files. Here, you can click into a file. Let's say I want to have a hi-hat sound. So I pick drums again, go to the full kits, pick a Spasm kit, and I will choose that hat 2. How you get this into your session is by clicking and dragging, like this. Now that it's in the file, don't forget to rename the file and change the color so you remember what it is. I will name it hi-hat and change the color to green to match the other drums. Now I can place it to make it go with the rest of the beats that I have started. Just like that, another element has been added into the beat. Let's listen to that quick. I really think it's awesome to add a personal type of flavor like this to a song, and knowing how to import is a great help. So, if you need to go through this tutorial again, please do so. It is a short amount of time with a lot of information that will help guide you along an awesome path towards being a successful engineer. Plus, it's a lot of fun to make things like this that you can call your own. Make sure you go through the process a few times before moving on to make sure that you have the process down. If you have any questions, please rewatch this tutorial, check online, or direct your questions to our help desk at helpdesk@doane.edu. Once again, my name is Spencer Gregg. Thank you for watching everything that I've put together here. I'll see you at the next video tutorial.